Another lie is that exercise, or in particular strength training, is dangerous. This is not true whatsoever. If you do it properly with good technique, good control, and you apply exercise appropriately, right, according to your current fitness level, what your body's capable of, you progressively, you progress yourself in an appropriate way. It's not only safe, but it improves your safety overall. So I've trained many people. At one point, majority of my clients were over 60, and not a single, I actually had never had an injury while training someone. They were under my care. I watched their technique, watched their form. We applied exercise properly, and nobody got hurt.
Yeah, and a lot of times this gets perpetuated by like some doctors out there that are trying to prevent certain movements like the deadlift, for instance, to avoid that at all costs. And, obviously technique and progressively overloading has to be a major factor of doing it correctly. But it's going to do the opposite. It's going to strengthen you and be more resilient towards forces you're going to face.
Not only that, but every exercise that you can think of that maybe you consider dangerous or scary, or you're very insecure about trying because it looks hard, there's a regression. There's a regression to that movement. There is a movement that, many of my clients that were advanced age, I did not start with a barbell back squat.
No.
There was some of those clients, the exercise looked like getting up and down from a chair.
That's right.
And
that's your squat.
Some of it started with me assisting them, and then eventually came them by itself, and then eventually became one leg doing it. It's like there is a way for you to take every exercise that maybe somebody else has deemed dangerous, and you regress that movement, and nothing is wrong with starting with the regression. In fact, I'd encourage starting with something like our MAP Starter type of program that's regressed way back, and then eventually progressing to that if needed.
And if you're really afraid or worried about the risk of injury during exercise,
Get a coach.
Hire a trainer.
Yep.
Hire a trainer. Like this demographic is such a great demographic for personal trainers because number one, they tend to have the time and some of the expendable income to invest in a personal trainer once a week. Trainers who are trained in working with people in this age group are very good at what they do, and you're not going to get hurt. They're going to train you appropriately, and it's very safe. It's actually safer than other forms of exercise because it's very controlled. Remember this, like when it comes, like if you have a major injury or you're recovering from an accident, the form of exercise that a rehab specialist, a doctor, will apply is strength training. This is what you do if you go to a physical therapist. They use forms of strength training because it's so safe. So it's a complete myth that it's dangerous.